Is Brics using XRP to bypass sanctions? What about banks getting into crypto? We just need help from the OCC. And I'm not talking about Orange County choppers. What about Coinbase in trouble? No, I'm not talking about the data leak. I'm talking about pumping up some fake stats. We'll also talk price action along with the sign. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
And guess who went to the foot doctor today and got the okay to train super hard? Now all I need is for my face to heal, and then I can train really, really hard.
Yeah, I'm excited, everyone, because now I can start pushing it. Well, not now, but hopefully in a few days. We got lots of crypto news to cover, like a mix of red and green on the screen. Kind of feels like Christmas, doesn't it? But before we get into that news, your comments come first. Why? Because you, the viewer, and my wife come first. Ooh, naughty Klaus this Friday. Speaking of coming, Doran Butler's got a good one for us. Says, I'll take one for the team as long as she promises to be a good girl. Talking about jumping on the grenade that is Judge Torres. Well done, Doran Butler. Love it for helping us out. Extra Life Quadic says, Coinbase texted me. I knew it was a scam because they wanted me to call to set up a new password. First off, that's just not how things are done. Second, the number was out of country. Finally, I could still get into my account. I don't understand how people fall for this stuff. Not everyone's as smart as you do. Seriously, some people are just not as intellectually gifted. Just throwing it out there. Mazda CX says, makes sense. If you don't pay attention to your old lady, she will make a point to get it. Or she'll make you pay for it. That's why you gotta treat your old lady good. Ladies, you gotta treat your man good too. Bitcoin's in at 100,973. We're gonna talk about Brics adopting XRP. Is that real or not? Who treated you the same when your record wasn't hot? ETH at 25.76 while BNB's at 6.50. Can you tell I'm excited that the foot doctor said, yo, Klaus, you can start training super hard? Yeah, I'm getting excited. XRP at 2.40 while ADA's at 77 cents. Oh, you guys and gals thought I wasn't gonna bring up pie. Pump and dumperoni? Yes, girlfriend, totally pump and dumperoni. Look at this. Come on now. Come on now, look at this. What a shame. Fifth Third plans more crypto after 5 years of studying assets. Fifth Third Bancorp began forging relationships with crypto companies about 5 years ago, but held off on major investments until regulations became clear. And will hold off until more regulations become clear. But I'm not talking about regs like from the stablecoin bills. No, we're talking about from the OCC. Not Orange County choppers, but the Office of Comptroller. The firm is considering ways it can do more crypto business after building a small portfolio of customers which uses deposit accounts and payment capabilities for operations like sending payroll and receiving revenue, Chief Strategy Officer Ben Hoffman said. The Cincinnati-based lender is also exploring using stablecoins to facilitate cross-border transactions, helping cut costs and make the process of transmitting value more efficient, according to Hoffman. The company, which has significant payment operations, would additionally like to connect with other payment rails that allow consumers to pay for purchases with crypto in trade digital assets. By the way, the OCC said, look, we're going to work on updating new custody rules for banks. See, that's kind of part of the problem, is you got different regulatory bodies right now tackling different part of crypto regulations. And the OCC has recently totally softened their stance on crypto and has given banks the green light to start, yes, working on custody of crypto. This is what they said. It became clear that this was the right time to engage. And fortunately, we've had a team of folks actively studying and tinkering in the space, Hoffman said in an interview. This is good. In early March, the Office of the Comptroller of Currency acting head Rodney Hood clarified that banks can engage in crypto asset custody, certain stablecoin activities, and using blockchain technology for payments activities, which previously required they get written approval. So this is good. But again, what do we really need? We need regs through Congress. But I like this. Why? Fifth Third Bank's a big bank. And the reality is the more we see OCC and other players out there like the FDIC and the Snoop D-O double motherfucking G helping us out, well, this is gonna help us out with adoption. Awesome news this Friday. Coinbase faces the SEC probe over historical user metrics. Okay, no, this has nothing to do with them and their people giving the data to bad, naughty people. No. So basically, what this has to do with is the SEC asking Coinbase, are you lying about your verified user numbers? The inquiry centers on Coinbase's reporting of verified users, a metric the company has cited in filings and promotional materials as totaling more than 100 million. Essentially, they're basically looking like this, going, yo, you know when you say you got 100 million users, do you really have 100 million users? Or are you faking it to make yourself sound better to gain traction? According to the report, the investigation originated during the Biden administration and has continued under the current SEC, which has taken comparatively more accommodating stance for the crypto industry. This is a holdover investigation from the prior administration about a metric we stopped reporting about 2 years ago, which was disclosed to the public. He added that verified user figures included anyone who completed an email or phone number verification. Okay, Coinbase, so you really are a bunch of fucking scumbags. Like, the more we learn about Coinbase, the more they're just another greedy company out there that doesn't take care of their customers. Okay, here's the difference between me and Coinbase, all right? I'll make this super easy for you. If I take care of you, you will take care of me. But if I take care of me, I'm probably not taking care of you. Now, Coinbase does not take care of you. A lot of people have problems withdrawing funds, right? And a lot of times you have problems trading crypto when things are hot, spicy, naughty, and relevant, when the market's booming. Why? Because Coinbase doesn't take care of the customer, they take care of themselves and their profit. So if Coinbase is taking care of themselves, they're not taking care of the customer. See the difference there? I don't take care of myself. I bring you the news while I was on vacation in Guatemala for a month. I brought you the news right after I had facial surgery. Did I have a little bit of trouble talking? Yes, but I did bring you the news, right? You see the difference there? I take care of you first. Then, you as the customer, you take care of me. But if I took care of me first, probably doesn't mean I'm taking care of you, right? Big difference-a-roni. 40 billion in XRP exchanges will profit-taking extend the 4-month downtrend. Exchange reserves showed a sharp spike last week with over 17 billion XRP sent to Binance in just 7 days. Ooh. This amount, valued more than 40 billion, reflects investors' move to secure profits or break even after the recent price rally. We've seen that, right? I mean, let's be real here. When we look at the prices of everything recently, it's been pumperoni and dumperoni, profiteroni and dropperoni. It's nothing crazy. We've seen this in crypto time and time again. Whenever we've had bid moves above $3, we've seen players take profit, and we've seen that several times with XRP. So we're not freaked out about that. Now let's go to the big story, the one I teased you with just the tip, they say. Better not do that to my wife, or she'll just straight up punch me in the face. Brics may adopt Ripple's XRP to bypass dollar and gold-backed trade push and sanctions. A new theory circulating among cryptocurrency and geopolitical analysts suggests that Brics nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, I gotta work on my accent, South Africa, may be working behind the scenes to develop a gold-backed financial system using Ripple's XRP ledger. This comes as the bloc continues efforts to reduce dependency on US-led SWIFT network and the dollar-denominated global economy. While unconfirmed by any government, the theory is gaining attention due to mounting evidence of Brics cooperation on currency independence and blockchain innovation. Now hold on. There's something you gotta read here. Although no official confirmation exists that Brics is actively testing or adopting XRP, several developments have drawn speculation. Russia has already proposed a dollar-pegged stablecoin for cross-border trade with friendly nations, and that's the whole thing. It's all speculative. The theory remains speculative, but it is rooted in a broader trend of de-dollarization and growing interest in blockchain-based infrastructure, and that's really what this is. It's all speculation right now, and I think that's kind of where the danger of all this comes from, is a lot of this is internet speculation. And the danger is if all this is speculation, you've got a lot of people looking at this price-wise going, yo, XRP and Brics, big money, motherfuckers. And then all of a sudden, we find out that, remember, the XRP buyback was fake? Remember the $40,000 buyback, which was a scam and a lie? And then players think that it's real, they find out it's a scam and lie, and then they sell. And then remember all those other scams and lies about XRP? Yeah, XRP backed by gold, and then we found out that that was a lie. Even David Schwartz was like, yo, that's not even physically possible. And then players are like, oh, well, I'm selling now because that was BS. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, we have to be really careful with a lot of this news, because if it's over-promising and under-delivering, that actually hurts the XRP market rather than helps it. So be very careful out there, because a lot of this stuff, as this article shows, is what? It's a theory. It's what, everyone? It's speculation. It's theory. Although no official confirmation exists. Again, speculation, theory. Like, you see what I'm saying? So just be careful out there. Crypto volume is holding steady. I like this. 122 billion right now. Altcoin season's 28 out of 100. Fear and greed is 69. Nice. Open interest is still doing okay. Inflows are still looking solid. Perps are looking good at 698 billion. Futures at 4 billion. I like that action. XRP's holding strong at 240 right now. Yes, players did take profits on this last move. We saw 2 different times here in the last 7 days. XRP hitting 260. Took some profits, right? Pump back up to 260 plus, took some profits. Notice a pattern, everyone? People are taking profits. Coin, otherwise known as piece of shit coin. Oh, profits, sell off, pumperoni, dumperoni. Go back into here. Oh, they pump it up, they dump it. They pump it up, they dump it. They pump, oh, but bro, blah, 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 blah. No. Pumperoni, dumperoni. That's how it works, girlfriend. So yeah, just be cautious with all the news that's going out there. But the good news overall is what? Volume is holding strong. We're at 4.9 billion with XRP. Does it make sense that players are taking profit? Yeah. Because think about it. If you've got 10 million XRP, and let's just say you're not married to it, because I know a lot of us are like, really, really, really into XRP, right? I mean, like, really, really into it. But there's some people out there that just look at XRP as a swing trade, right? And let's say you got 10 million XRP or a million XRP. And if that 1 million XRP you're up by 10% on, you're just going to liquidate that thing. You're going to take your 10% and you're just going to bail, right? And then you're going to move on to the next place. So don't be freaked out when you see the market pump 10% and players sell. This is totally normal. In fact, zoom out to the month. If you've got players that bought around that $2.10 mark and they exited at 250, 260, yo, they made 20% right there in a matter of a couple weeks. Man, the crypto market rinses and repeats this all the time. Go to the 1-year chart on XRP and you can see players have been doing this left and right. I brought a story up about a month ago where the institutions all sold off at 250 for XRP. They made big profits. They then bought in at the $1.77 again. I showed you that regionally based. And what? They sold off again at the 250 mark. A lot of players buy the dips, sell the tips. That's why you watch the regional buying and selling, because the Korean won pairing, they've been really, really good at buying the dips. They've been really, really good at timing the market. So, am I worried about XRP price at 240? Not a chance in hell, girlfriend. Volume is holding strong. Interest is cool. Brought an article up about players taking profits, which is normal. But hey, that's life in the crypto world. Why? Because you don't print green candlesticks every damn day. That's not how this works. So, don't get mad at players taking profits. Why? Because no one ever went broke taking profits. And you got to be honest with yourselves. Not everyone is into the diamond hand things. Not everyone's into hodl mode. There's a lot of players out there that seriously, they get in for the 10, 15, 20% pumps and dumps and get on out. And then they move into the next thing. And then they move into Ondo. They move into XCN. They move into... It's just how it is. With crypto being so volatile, it makes sense. Because you could literally jump from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And before you know it, you take those 10, 15, 20% gains and you just stack them. Before you know it, you've got piles and piles of cash. Now, granted, there's a lot of you watching that are in buy and hodl mode, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all have our own strategies and we all have our own plays. But there's lots of people that play the pumps and dumps in crypto. And that's what you're seeing right now. And why are you seeing it? Because we don't have crypto regs right now, right? We don't even have stablecoin regs. We don't have a permanent trade deal with the United States and Canada. We still don't have both sides of the aisle working on not only stablecoin regs, but actual altcoin rest of the crypto market regs. So we don't have that yet. We still don't have clear rules from like the OCC, the SEC, or the FDIC in regards to crypto and custody rules. So again, we're in this kind of like weird wishy-washy zone. Also, what are the things that are ruling crypto right now? They're executive orders, and those things aren't permanent, right? Because the next El Jefe, the next El Guapo, right, can come in and write their own executive orders. So when you're standing on a lot of ground that's uncertain, volatility rules the roost. And when volatility rules the roost, what does that mean? It means opportunities. And when opportunity is there, you're going to see a lot of players jump in and just play those chances. Makes for fun markets though, doesn't it? So just look at it this way, okay? Look at it as players playing the market, but you got to do what you do best. That's why I bring you news that's short term, mid-term, and long term, right? So that everyone, whether you're a short player or long player, you get news here that fits the situation for you so that you can make the situation and decisions that fit you the best. No, so that you can make the decisions that fit your situation the best. Ooh, I said that wrong. So yeah, that's how it works. So choo-choo what? I'm putting the sign back on. Why? Because it's Friday, get high day, we ain't got no job, and it's time to get high as a motherfucker. No, I mean, I got a job. I do this, and I'm sure you got a job too. So choo-choo what? Bitch, girlfriend.